I tried to upload this video a few days ago, and I had a few technical issues, so I'm uploading it today. This is part 2 to my last video. These are my predictions for the first round of the Western Conference. Now I know a few of the games have already been played, but I don't think they've really changed my predictions much. So we're just gonna roll with it. First we got the Lakers and the Blazers, a big one. I previously had the Lakers winning 4-2. Which is still the case. I still have the Lakers winning in 6. Um, but I wasn't expecting the Blazers to have the lead in the series at all. I was expecting the Blazers to take a game or two. I wasn't expecting them to take a 1-0 lead. Um, it's just crazy. Damian Lillard went off. That's really all I gotta say. CJ didn't have the best game. Melo did Melo things. Anthony Davis didn't have the best game. Danny Green had a horrible game. KCP had a horrible game. So, I mean, I definitely wasn't expecting that one. I also, in the previous video, predicted the Bucks to sweep the Magic. The Magic also took a 1-0 lead, which, again, nobody was expecting, because the Magic are not good. And Giannis actually had a decent game. He actually had a really good game, and they still lost. But yeah, I got the Lakers in 6 still. I already had the Blazers taking 2 games. They just took the first game quicker than I expected them to. But I still have the Lakers in 6. Next, the Rockets and the Thunder. This is a very, very good series where either team could come out on top. The Rockets could come on top just as easily as the Thunder can. The thing is, with the Thunder, if I'm OKC, I'm running through Steven Adams, which sounds crazy. But the Rockets, as y'all all know, are a very small team. If you just feed Steven Adams the ball in the post, there's nobody on that team that's going to be able to stop him. He's just going to feast. Chris Paul has been amazing. He's the reason the Thunder are in the playoffs. The Thunder had just about 0 chance of making the playoffs at the beginning of the season, and Chris Paul has led them to the 6th seed, which is crazy. So yeah, they've definitely overachieved their expectations. However, the thing, even if you run through Steven Adams, I still have the Rockets in 7. I still have the Rockets coming out on top despite their small ball lineup, even though Steven Adams, in my opinion, is one of the best centers in the league. He's one of the most underrated players in the league. So even with the small ball lineup the Rockets run, even with a great center like Steven Adams, I still have the Rockets coming out on top just because nobody's stopping James Harden. Nobody's stopping Russell Westbrook. I know Russell Westbrook didn't play last game, but nobody's stopping those two. Harden is still going to get his 36 points per game. Russell Westbrook is still going to get his triple-doubles. Nobody's going to stop those two. So I do have the Rockets in 7. However, the Thunder could also easily come out on top, in my opinion. But I do have the Rockets in 7. The Nuggets and the Jazz. The Jazz, I believe the Jazz are up. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the Nuggets are up. Yeah, the Nuggets are up. I remember this. I remember now. Because Gobert was pretty bad in that first game. I have the Nuggets in 6. I have the Jazz taking 2 games. Donovan Mitchell has been ridiculous. First game of the playoffs, he sets a record high. 3rd all time in a playoff game. He scored 57. He scored 57. But Nikola Jokic, arguably the best center in the league. Some of you might have him behind Joel Embiid. But Jokic, very well the best center in the league, along with MPJ, who's been amazing since the bubble started. And Jamal Murray, he's good for them. He's decent. Yeah, the Nuggets are just too good of a team for the Jazz. I have the Nuggets in 6. Now the Clippers and the Mavericks. I can't even begin to explain how mad I am about Game 1. The Mavericks should have won that game. I'm just gonna say that Porzingis ejection was absolute bogus. The Mavs should have won that game for sure. I do have the Clippers in 6, but after that first game, seeing how close it was, and the BS that they pulled on Porzingis, I kind of want to give the Mavs one more game and say Clippers in 7, just because of how close that game was, even with Porzingis getting ejected. But Kawhi and PG, one of the best duos in the league. Both teams are extremely deep, 2 of the deepest teams in the league. So there's not really any kind of an edge for either team there. They're both just amazing, even off the bench. But I feel like Kawhi and PG, even though PG hasn't been great this season, according to PG standards, don't get me wrong, Paul George is still an elite player. He's still an all-star player, but, people are saying, oh, he's been bad this year, he's been trash. I mean, compared to Paul George standards, yes, he has been bad. But overall, compared to the rest of the league, he's still pretty dang good. And pair him with Kawhi Leonard, I've got the Clippers coming out on top in 7. I originally had them out in 6, but after that first game, I kind of want to give the Mavs one more game. So yeah, I'm going to say Clippers in 7. So overall, the playoffs have not, they've definitely have not disappointed. First time since 2003, both 8 seeds have gone up 1-0. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, it's been insane so far. I look forward to the rest of the first round. I may or may not, depending on how busy I am at school, since I do leave for school next week. I won't be able to make videos as often, but I'll try to make a video as often as I can. I'm going to try to make a video like this for the second round, and so on and so forth for each round, and just kind of give you all my thoughts. Whether I get around to that or not, it depends on how busy I am at school, but I'll do my best, and I'm sure Will have another video coming, whether it's a one-on-one or whatever. I'm sure he's got another video coming soon. We're talking about going to play ball this weekend, so hopefully another video coming to y'all soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.